With the Motorama 4x4XMORE Club growing in numbers almost weekly, new events and new destinations are being planned all the time. Another first for the Motorama team was a weekend escape to the Scenic Rim Adventure Park, southwest of Brisbane, the perfect place to stretch the legs and open up the shoulders on your new 4B purchase.
I see we do have a lot of new faces in the group today, which is good to see. So for those that don't know me, I'm Peter, I'll be the group leader today. Over to my left, I've got Jason from Driver Safety Australia. He's our four-wheel drive expert here with us today. And Nathan's my co-pilot. Everything we do today, we're going to be doing in low range, guys. It's just going to be a nice crawling pace. It is just a nice, easy drive today. And if you want to drop tyre pressures, I do recommend dropping them down to about 24 to 22 PSI.
Safety is always a priority for the team, and after a few wise words from Peter about speed and tyre pressure, it was over to the park's owner Wendy to ensure that no one gets lost.
Your maps, we do have some here for you to get. You're going 3.5 to 4 kilometres from front to back. Most of our tracks have got this blue and white sign, so street labels, so you can find yourself as you go around.
Wendy's Park can provide plenty of challenges on any day, but if things get hairy, well, Wendy's got some pretty good advice.
There is 50 tracks up in there, they're all intertwined and they're self-assessment. So if you're going through and you're finding it's getting a little bit difficult, do the 50-point turn and go and find another way out.
And you'll see today there are some beautiful tracks out there today, guys, and some things for the kids to do if they want to go back and enjoy a bit of a maze and things like that.
So with low range engaged and a crew keen on adventure, we headed out into the park. The Motorama team bring plenty of vehicles along on days like today to test them out in various conditions. Jason from Driver Safety Australia has set up a driver challenge to promote confidence in our members new to the game.
Yeah, we're just doing a little hill descent coming down the track here. It's a bit of a rutted track, so it's going to present some challenges for some of our customers. We're just going to talk them through the line, make sure we keep them nice and safe, and they've got the right gearing and their hill descent control on, and they'll just crawl on down. Just as you come past the rocks in front of you, I'm going to get you to just hug the right side of the trail there. Yeah, your right tyre will drop down into the rut there. As it does, bit of right hand down, just to step your right tyre up onto the bank on the right there, and then just straddle that rut all the way to the bottom. Okey-dokey. No worries.
Hill descent is a fantastic and important new addition to driver safety in the 4Bs of the 21st century, decreasing the risk of a lock-up on loose gravel during a steep descent. Another fun four-wheel drive activity that can also provide a few nervous moments for a new car owner is a water crossing.
We've decided you're just going to have a go at doing this little bit of water crossing here. So what we've done first, we've just walked it with a stick just to check the depth and to check the base. Okay, we've satisfied ourselves it's probably only about a foot deep, maybe 2 feet deep at worst, and the base is fairly firm. So we're really confident that he's going to make it through. So what he's going to do, he's going to come in low range first gear, a bit of momentum just to keep through some of the softer stuff if there is some softer stuff there below. But we're pretty confident there's no potholes because we've walked the whole track. Let's see how he goes.
After a bit more excitement in the Scenic Rim Adventure Park, it's time for a feed and a bit more advice on the do's and don'ts from Peter on vehicle recovery.
As you can see, we haven't really bogged it too bad. If we were to put that car in four-wheel drive, it would drive out there, no problems at all. The idea is to show you guys what you would do if you were to get yourself stuck and to show how to safely use the equipment that we have here today. So our first piece of equipment we're going to move on to is our recovery tracks, or our max tracks here. So you'll see the boys have already positioned them under the tyres there, ready to go. Max tracks actually have a second use. As much as they're great for just jamming under the tyre to get them out there, flip that tread over and all of a sudden you've got yourself a nice shovel there.
The trick here is no wheel spin. Engage low gear and gently drive out. Just
We heard the stories. You probably heard a lot of people talk about snatch recoveries as being very dangerous. Snatch recovery is dangerous if not done the right way. The number one reason why snatch recoveries are dangerous is because of these guys here. So your D-shackles, your bow shackles. You need to put some sort of dampener over this strap. So if something was to go wrong, it's going to arrest that strap in the middle of the two vehicles being recovered and drop it to the ground. We'll let these guys get in their car, and if you watch the strap closely, you'll watch it stretch a bit as it pops the vehicle out.
Snatch recovery done right. Now it's time to let the big dog eat as we get the winch turning.
Obviously, winches are used for a number of reasons. If you can't get up the hill for whatever reason, and you don't have a mate with you, you're going to drag your winch out. But winching to get a vehicle up a hill is a very, very slow process. So we've got our equalising strap, or what it was actually designed for, our tree trunk protector. So we've got that around the tree. We want it nice and low down the base of the tree. The lower down we can get it. So obviously you're pulling against that root base and not high up on the tree trying to tip it over. Hook it up onto our tree trunk protector here, making sure that the locking tab is back in, so that strap now is fully located on that cable. From here, like a snatch recovery, that winch cable is now live. At no point would you step over that cable.
So a great day had by all. Some adventure, some good solid information on the proper use of your four-wheel drive and a feed. The Scenic Rim Adventure Park is at Tamrookum Creek. Check the website for all the details. And to join our crew on their next adventure, contact the team at Motorama 4x4XMORE. We live for adventure.